Hi, my name is Nathaniel.
And I'm Willem and this is our capstone, our super awesome educational adventure simulator experience. So, first of all, this is the demographic transition model from the AP Human Geography class. It simulates stages of historical birth rates and death rates, and it's a core model of the class, showing like how societies change in these characteristics over time. And we built a choose your own adventure style game as an educational aid to help teach this to students in learning AP Human Geography.
And this game has many interesting aspects to it. For example, we modeled it after the choose your own adventure genre, basically meaning that we'd create a story mimicking the human demographic transition model, and we would basically give the player different choices for what they want to do or what path in the story that they would like to take. And different choices lead to different paths, which give you allow you to either earn points or lose points.
Exactly. And we created the game with coding in a bunch of different languages like HTML, PHP, SQL. We all use those in different parts of the website to help make it run, including making a login system, managing the database to keep all of the story and accounts. And also, we took a lot of time debugging it, making sure it all ran smoothly throughout the entire website.
Here we are on the home screen for our game, found at humangeo.atwebpages.com. And when you first come to the website, you'll be greeted with a login screen. Because what's amazing about this website is that we have accounts hooked up to the database so that you'll be able to save your progress in the story and come back to it at any point in time that you would like to. So now we're just going to first create an account so we can log in. We'll just do a real quick account creation with Susan Business. And once you create your account, a little message should pop up that just says account created successfully, please log in. And then you will be able to log in just as normal. And once you log in, you are greeted with the home page.
Yes, and this is the first prompt in the story. As you can see, the story is above, we have a nice image under it, and then you have 3 choices to continue the story under it. And the website consists of 5 mini story vignettes on each of the 5 stages of the demographic transition model, of the different types of population growth and decline, and the different stories. The students will be able to play through the different stories and really feel immersed into the 3 stages of the demographic transition model, and they'll really be able to learn the model better by playing through the different stages and through different characters and stories.
Right. And now just taking a look at what we have on the home screen itself. Just to start with, we of course have the story itself, just giving you the context before you make your eventual choice to continue the story along. Most of them also have pictures to accompany them, just to, I guess, probe the reader's imagination a little bit. If you're also curious, at the bottom right, you have your points indicator, which is right here at the very bottom. And upon clicking on that, you'll be taken to the leaderboard, which shows every player's score, and the top scoring players will be, of course, at the top, and it'll just descend in that order. And then in the top left of our home screen, there's also a history button, which just simply allows you to see the ID of your previous choice, which is basically your previous web page that you're at, which we'll get more into when we go into the back-end part of this website.
And as you can see right below me, we have a point score right there. There's a score for each account, which you just saw on the leaderboard earlier. And you get points by playing through different endings of the story. Each ending has a different point score associated with it. Some have better endings than others, favorable or unfavorable for your character. And then you'll be able to see and compare your score with other students on the leaderboard.
Right. So, for example, let's say you wanted to work the fields for your story, and then let's say you picked the second choice, and then the first choice, and then the second choice. And as you can see here, it says continue +1, and at the bottom, you can see that we now have 1 point, which of course updates our leaderboard to display as such.
Yes, now Susan Business has 1 point.
Right.
So here we are at the back end of the story database. Here you see a spreadsheet of each story choice for the first stage. And you can see in the first column we have an ID for each to keep track of each part of the story. And next to that you have the actual story text, the image that goes with it, all the choices, where the choices go. And we really designed this to be used. We could really plug in any story and have it work with the website we already have.
Right, and as he was saying, basically the way it works is we just simply download the Google Sheets file and import it into our database, just like you can see here in the database itself. And basically, no matter what story you write, as long as you just format it the way that our Google Sheets is formatted, when it gets imported into the database, the website will basically just work itself around it.
So basically, we not only created a choose your own adventure game to teach the demographic transition model, but we also created a framework that can be used to basically make a website for any choose your own adventure style game that you could fit into this framework.
Right. Alright, now here we are looking at the code for the home page. This is where the story itself, including all the buttons and the images and everything, is displayed. This web page, and all of them really, were constructed using PHP, SQL, and HTML.
So basically, to get into the back end of it here, each time the home page is loaded, it is associated with an ID for any of the choices in the story, and that loads in the story, loads in the image, loads in the choices, adds points to the total if necessary, and it does all that and sends it all to the browser and then sets it up for the next choice to be made. And the page, the number of buttons, it all adapts to what the story is, so the framework is really adaptable for any type of choose your own adventure story.
Right, that's what I feel that we're probably most proud of doing this project, was not only the fact that we managed to create just a website to host a choose your own adventure game, that we could have just coded completely manually through HTML, just writing the story right then and there without any databases or anything. But instead we decided to just go one step further and create this framework that works not only just for this story, but for any story in the future that we would want to add to this.
So that's our capstone. We've been talking to Miss Bright. We showed it to her. She really likes it, and she thinks she's going to use it for her freshman AP Human Geography class next year.
And once again, if you want to try out this game for yourself, you can head to humangeo.atwebpages.com and make your own account and give it a try. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. No, wait. Start that over. No. Oh my god. You can cut that out. You can cut me out. Cut me out there. Cut me out.